have to give a word of exhortation. Amen. Yes, so let's read from Mark chapter 5, verse 1. Mark chapter 5, verse 1. They went across the lake to the regions of the gatherings. Mine is the New King James Version. Then they came to the other side of the sea, to the country of the gatherings. This morning, God said I should tell you that you will get to the other side. So as we reposition ourselves for maximum impact, you should be aware that there will be storms in your way. But despite the storms, you will get to the other side. In Mark chapter 4, from verse 35, Jesus was doing a whole lot of things during the day. He was preaching to his disciples. He was telling them so many parables. But when they got to verse 35, he told them, Jesus himself suggested to the disciples that let's get to the other side of the sea. It's true that we are doing well here. It's true that we are making impact. It's true that we are doing the work of the ministry. But we can't settle for less. So this year, it's true that you are moving on. You are doing well academically. You are doing well in all your endeavors. You are doing well in your ministry. But you can't settle for less. You have to be bold to reposition yourself. And so this morning, Jesus is inviting you to the other side. Jesus is inviting you to the other side of your academic life. He's inviting you to the other side of your ministry. He's inviting you to the other side of life where you do great things. And as Jesus invited the disciples that they should go to the other side, as soon as he told them that, the disciples themselves, Peter and the other people, decided to take Jesus, who had given them that order. They decided to take him into the boat. So you see, he gave them the order, but he was waiting for them to take him into the boat. So this morning, as God is asking you to get to the other side, you to make a conscious effort that this year you are not leaving Jesus behind. You will take him to wherever you go. And as Jesus was taking on the boat, as they were going, storms started coming against them. The storms were so fierce that the disciples, they knew they were going to die. And so they cried a cry of desperation. They went to Jesus and told Jesus that, Jesus, don't you care that we perish? Don't you care that we perish? Jesus was sleeping. They made Jesus comfortable. They provided a pillow for him. He was sleeping. But when the storm started coming, Jesus was still sleeping. And they went to him and they told him that, Jesus, don't you care that we perish? You too, you are perishing. Jesus is in us. And so when you are going through difficulty of life, please be aware that he is in it with you. And so the Hebrew boys, they told the king that, you see, we will not bow down. If we perish, we perish. Even for this matter, we don't even care about how we are going to answer you. They knew that they had a man who has said that in the fire, I'll be with you. And when you are going through the waters, I'll be with you. And the Nebuchadnezzar, when they were thrown into the fire and they were dancing, and Nebuchadnezzar saw that it's true, that Jesus was with them. He learned a great lesson. So this morning I came to tell you that when you are going through storms, as you reposition yourself, it will come. As you decide that you are moving to the other side of holiness, now you are no more going to do the things you used to do. You will follow God. The storms will come. But as they come, know that God is with you. And if God is with you, who can be against you? The storms will surely be calmed. And so Peter and the other disciples went to tell him that, Jesus, you and I, we are perishing. And so they were telling Jesus that if the waters cannot drown you, if you can't die in this sea, we too, we cannot die in it. So as far as Jesus cannot be conquered, you too this year, you can't be conquered. It doesn't matter what will come your way. It doesn't matter the challenges you are going to face. It doesn't matter the kind of difficulty. It doesn't matter what you go through. I came this morning to tell you that if that sickness cannot kill Jesus, you too, it can take you down. If that disappointment cannot destroy Jesus who lives in you, you too, it can destroy you. Let your heart be at peace. When that difficult time comes, call upon him and he will answer you. And so they called upon him, he came on the scene and he rebuked the wind. You know, the storms has two components. Every storm carries water, especially when it's on the sea. It carries water and the wind. When it's on the desert, there's water and some sand particles. But this one, because it's on the water, there were some, because the storms were on the water, there was some wind and some mixture of water. But when Jesus came, so every storm has two components. The spiritual side that you cannot see and the physical side. So it's true that you are struggling academically. That one you can see. But maybe there is something behind. That is why the Friday prayers is very important. That is why your time of prayer is very important. Because the physical aspect, that one can be seen. But that is not really the problem. The problem is the unseen hand that is causing those winds to be furious against you. And so this morning, if there is any unseen hand, if there is any power from hell that is disturbing you, if there is any power that is causing storms in your life, Jesus is here to rebuke it. So Jesus rebuked the wind. He didn't rebuke the storm. He rebuked the wind. And there was a great calm. And they got to the other side. So the calmness came and they got to the other side. He commanded them. He told them that let's get to the other side. And because he said it, that I'm taking you to the other side. He took them to the other side. So chapter 4, they met the storms. But chapter 5, they got to the other side. So this is a chapter of your life you are studying and you don't know what to eat. You are in difficulty. Let your heart be at peace. There is a chapter 5 for you where you get to the other side. And so this morning, God bless you. You will surely get to the other side. God will take you there. Nothing can bring you down. If we are standing here today and we are telling you we'll get to the other side, you know what we are talking about. Papa, I am done. And I'm so grateful for the refuge you have given me. Thank you so much. God bless you. Amen.